US President-elect Donald Trump has been given an intelligence briefing on Russia's alleged interference in the US presidential election. Speaking afterward, Trump said that any cyber attack had no effect on the outcome of the elections. He's been criticized by both Democrats and Republicans for casting doubts on the findings of the US intelligence community. Well, for the latest on this, let's speak to Colin Campbell, who's joining us now from Washington. Hello to you, Colin. So perhaps it was not so much of a surprise that Mr. Trump still says nothing happened.
That's right. He's been really focused on the integrity of the November elections, of course, where he was the victor. Of course, there were those who talked about cyber attacks affecting the November elections. Some alluded that maybe Ms. Clinton would have been the victor had Russia's cyber hackers not infiltrated the U.S.'s cybersecurity system. However, what the findings indicate, according to President-elect Trump, is that any types of hackers coming from Russia did not affect November elections. That was very clear in a statement that he made just a few minutes ago. Also in the statement, and it's worded very carefully in the order that I think is most important to least important. Of course, the first thing he talked about was expressing his gratitude and his and just the confidence that he has in the intelligence community. This is because for the past few weeks, he's been sharply criticized for being largely dismissive of the intelligence community. Then he spoke about the election, saying that that hackers did not interfere with the U.S. election. Then he talked about a plan that will be coming out within 90 days after he is inaugurated. He says he'll appoint a team to give him a better assessment of just how severe these cyber attacks are. He says he does believe that any attacks coming from, if they are coming from Russia or China or any other countries, they must be addressed seriously, and he put that in his statement.
And Colin, where does this leave Mr. Trump now then? Because, as you say, he has kind of addressed some of it, but it's still, there's an element of doubt there. And of course, this has to move on. He's going to be in the Oval Office behind you in just a few weeks.
And I have a feeling that what President-elect Trump will do is continue to walk that line, saying that, yes, there are concerns about cybersecurity. The U.S. does face cyber attacks. Did the cyber attacks affect the November election? And, of course, he will assert that, no, they didn't. This won't be the last time we'll hear from President-elect Trump talking about how cyber attacks had no effect on the November election. He wants to make that very clear, that he was the victor. He was the victor fair and square, outright, that there wasn't any outside interference that could have swayed in the other direction. But aside from that, he will talk about the seriousness of having a stronger response to any cyber attacks that the U.S. is subject to.
Okay, Colin, for now in D.C., thank you.